largest buildup of U.S. forces in the Caribbean since the invasion of Grenada in 1983 or the invasion of Panama in 1989. And President Trump isn't dismissing doing something similar in Venezuela.
We don't rule out anything. We just have to take care of Venezuela.
From U.S. warships off the coast of Trinidad, Marines have been practicing an assault of this island located 7 miles from Venezuela. A rehearsal should the commander-in-chief give the green light to invade. Training has been ramped up since a quarter of all deployed U.S. warships were ordered to the Caribbean as part of Operation Southern Spear. Vanguard of the operation arrived this week, the USS Gerald R. Ford, the world's largest and most modern aircraft carrier. The carrier strike group also includes 3 destroyer escorts, armed with dozens of Tomahawk cruise missiles capable of destroying targets deep inside Venezuela if ordered. Venezuela's leader, Nicolas Maduro, refuses to step down and remains defiant.
Allá el norte imperialista.
Let the imperialist North keep its words and threats. Let them keep their criminal ambitions to colonize and conquer our America.
Have they talked to the President Maduro of Venezuela yet? Are you still open to that?
He wants to talk.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm open to talk. I talk to everybody.
A new Fox News poll shows American voters are split on the military using deadly force against alleged Venezuelan drug boats. Since early September, there have been more than 20 strikes against these vessels. The White House says the president continues to review potential military actions.
The president promised to take on the cartels. He has taken unprecedented action to do so, and he has left additional options at his disposal on the table.
This week, the State Department moved to designate another Venezuelan cartel a foreign terrorist organization, potentially giving the Trump administration the legal authority to conduct strikes inside the country.
First and foremost, before we get started, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kwadash, and double honors to those great millstone, while unto truth, and also to those elect that are scattered abroad. I'd like to say, Shalom. Come back here today with another great and powerful lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So the title of the lesson is The Brink of War, Operation Southern Spear. So I'd like to say shalom to all our listeners and learners. Hope to sweep you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So before we start today's lesson, let's go to the book of Revelation chapter 9 and verse 12. And it reads, one woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter. So we know that right now we're very close to what? World War III, the beginning stages of World War III. So we're seeing right now war is in the air. Rumors of wars are all over the place, even though we know we're approaching this wicked holiday, pagan holiday season, Thanksgiving Day. We know that that's coming up. So a lot of people right now are very distracted. A lot of people right now, are relaxing in their leaves. A lot of people right now are not considering the signs of the times. They're here right before our face. And also we know there's a lot of mayhem that's going on at the White House. We already know about the reports about DJ Donald Trump talking about unaliving certain lawmakers, which in fact is Congress. So there's a lot of things that are going back and forth, distraction after distraction. Also, we know about these Epstein file. They're going to release them or what's going to happen. We already know right now he's wrapping up things to go to war with Venezuela. We already know about they're constantly rehearsing off a nearby island very close to Venezuela. And also it was already reports that 4 B-52 bombers was detected off the coast of Venezuela. So they're getting very close to striking Venezuela, the hammer of the whole earth. This man is not a keeper at home. Constantly, want to go into other people's countries, constantly, robbing, stealing, and killing. What you call the colonizer. The one that's, goes in and take whatever he wants, set up his puppet government. So we already know what he's getting ready to transpire. And also they say they started a blockade whereby Venezuela cannot get any supplies in from Russia or China. There was reports of that. Also, it's talking about they have shut off they have closed their airspace. So we know it right now that they are going to get ready to go into Venezuela. And one thing about it, while you are sleeping, the devil is constantly getting busy. So right here, let's read this once again. It says, Revelation chapter 9 and verse 12 said, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. So one thing about it, we knowing about World War One, we knowing about World War II, and also now we see in the beginning stages of the last and final war, the war to end all wars, World War III. And one thing about it, we already know is will be no more wars after this war. So we seeing right now that they are constantly preparing for war. And also has already been rumors that that Israel and Iran is getting ready to heat back up again. And also it was rumors that Russia and Ukraine may come to a ceasefire, but it has not been confirmed. So we're seeing right now, when they say peace and safety. So a lot of things is in the air right now. Prophecies are speaking loud and clear in the middle of the Lord. We're constantly warning you left and right, whether you will hear or whether you will forbear. So right now we're seeing that, hey, it's in the air. The war is here. We're in the time and season of war. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing right now great tribulation, great persecution, the beginning of sorrows. These things are right before I had the birth pain. Let's read this in the NLT. It said, the first terror is past, but look, two more terrors are coming. So we already knowing that about World War II, it has passed. We're waiting on one more terror, one more woe, which in fact is World War III, the war that will end all wars right before the great and glorious return of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. We're hearing about rumors of war all over the place. And once again, we're seeing that these things are right before our eyes. Also, we coming upon a great economic collapse. These things are right before our eyes. Also, it was rumors that they were saying that they're asking DJ Donald Trump to intervene in the Sudan, all the violence and all those different things that's going on over there. So this man right here, he's not to keep at home. Also, we have about over 100 and something U.S. bases around the world. You know what I'm saying? So we already know that, we are the number one superpower, but the Lord is getting ready to bring this place down. The Lord said, his eyes is upon the sinful kingdom. So right now we seeing that this man is getting ready to start a domino effect. And also we got to keep our eyes on Israel, the least of the flock shall draw them out. So we at that point, any given time, all hell could break loose. These are prophecies right now speaking loud and clear. It's high time to wake out of sleep and seek your true power while you still have time. So now let's go here, because time is running out. Let's go here to Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1 said, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So right here, it's always a season. It's always a time and season. So right now we're in that time and season of a war. So you're seeing right now that these things right here are speaking loud and clear. These war drums are constantly beating. We're seeing nations arising against nations. So, amen, we're living in the end time, real time. You can't see it in all this time because the Lord has blinded you and you will be totally destroyed. So we're here, man. We constantly warning you. Let's read it in NLT. It says, everything there is a season, a time for every activity under heaven. So exactly right. So we in that time. It's in the birth pain. The war drums are beating. We seeing that everything is ripe. These things are getting ready to go down, whether you believe it or not. We're seeing it manifesting right before our eyes. And also, we are very excited. Let's drop down to verse 8. It's a time of what? A time of war. Verse 8 said, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. So we're in a time of war right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no turning back. Through much tribulation, ye shall enter the kingdom of heaven. So we already know in order to enter into the kingdom of heaven, this place is gonna be thrown down by what much what violence. You know what I'm saying? Those IBCM missiles and a laser fire from Yahweh by Hashem Shai is fast approach. So I have one more video, and after that video, we'll get a few more precepts, and we'll start the day lesson after that. Let's go here with this next video.
4 B-52 bombers headed to Venezuela. Now, I got this information from Don Lemon, the Happy Atheist, and Millennial Mia. 4 B-52 bombers. Now, this is after a mysteriously convenient oil refinery blew up there earlier. But now there's 4 on the way. This is also according to Flight Tracker. He's going to start a war to cover up the Epstein files. He's going to start a full-on war. The President of Peace, the Nobel Peace Prize winner, not winner. I wonder if he'll kapow his good friend, the actual winner of the Nobel Peace Prize. But yeah, he's sending B-52 bombers to Venezuela. Not to mention we already have the largest aircraft carrier in our fleet sitting off the coast, and battleships within sight of the coastline and people there that can see our military surrounding their offshore waters.
So now let's start today's lesson. We'll start here first in Matthew's chapter 24. Let's start there first. So we're seeing right now that, the stage is set. All things are ready. We here, man. So, like before the weekend out, they can go in there, so we're going to see how these things transpire through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. But we know these things already been prophesied and it's about to go down. Let's start here at Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And it reads that, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So the end is not yet. So these things got to come to pass. So I said exactly what we're hearing, rumors of war all around the world, left and right. Let's read an NLT said, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars, but don't panic. Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. So exactly right. So we're in the birth pains right now. So these things right now are happening. So we seeing that transition of power happening right before our eyes. And also we know that the Lord is constantly making Esau bearer and bearer. So that's where we at right now. Verse 7, it said, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. So we seeing all these different things left and right. We seeing the rise of nations. We seeing nations rising against each other. We seeing the heathens are raging right now. We seeing these families, all sorts of dark forecasts about, different things that is getting ready to befall us. This famine, food shortage, this stock market crash, economic collapse. A lot of things that happen. Pestilence, about, these outbreaks, these disease. A lot of things that happen, earthquakes pretty much every day. While I'm speaking, there's an earthquake going off right now. Volcanic activity, sights and wonders. Different things are happening, man, around the world as we speak. Many parts of the world, these things are here, man. It said, verse 8 said, all these are the beginning of sorrow. So we're in the birth pain, just like the Bible said. Yahweh Shai told the disciple what is going to transpire before he returned. So these things are happening right before and also we're very close to the second coming of our Lord and Savior and our great deliverer, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. He's getting ready to return and set everything back into order. I love saying that. But hey, man, that's what he's getting ready to do. And, you got to be rejoicing right now. We got to, right now we got to stay locked in and focused because the Lord's getting ready to return. And guess what? This is the last time. This is it. We're getting ready to go into immortality, rulership, spiritual power. You know, we ain't giving a damn what this red devil do. Come on and bring it. We're ready to get the hell out of here. We cannot wait. I'm just in the spirit. So now, let's go here to Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 51. Let's get this one, and we get one more. Jeremiah chapter 51. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 6. It said, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Said, be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. The Lord's getting ready to repay for all the what an atrocity, all the what abomination, you know, all sorts of iniquity, sin added to sin, and also for the controversy of Zion. And how do we flee out of Babylon, which in fact is America? What spiritually, wisdom and knowledge should be what the stability of the time. Also, the Lord shall be a stronghold, a safe haven in times of trouble. Verse 7 said, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Said, the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. So one thing about it, you know what I'm saying? They're drunken of her wine. What these philosophies, you know what I'm saying? The democracy, you know, that do thy will spirit, you know what I'm saying? Coming and robbing and stealing and killing, and all these different nations setting up their own government, you know what I'm saying, under their rule, you know what I'm saying, bringing forth all their source abomination and iniquities upon these nations. That's why the nation are drunk off that Babylon Jew, but now they're waking up and they'll get ready to destroy this place. Verse 8, it said, Babylon has suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed, but she will not be healed. Place will never get up and rise again. This place is finished. Said verse 9 said, we would have healed Babylon, said, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one unto his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So we're upon that time where the Lord is getting ready to judge this place. The Lord is making inquisition, you know what I'm saying, for the controversy of Zion. Once again, the Lord said, I will repay. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Recompense and judgment is upon us. And one thing about it, we already know that this place is not going to be healed. This place is going to be totally destroyed. There will be no inhabited left here at all. No one will live here ever again. This place will be totally destroyed. This is going to be the burnt offering of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So we're going to stop it right there. We're going to go to Habakkuk chapter 2. So we're seeing right now, you know, and also Babylon, you know what I'm saying, is, you know what I'm saying, AKA America. This place is circling the drain. At some point, we know that these nations are going to turn on that whore that sits on many water. You know, they shall burn the whore. So at some point, these nations are going to get together and turn against, you know what I'm saying, America. So we at that point too also. So the Lord is constantly what? Gathering the nation. Oh, so like it. Let's go here. Let's go to Habakkuk. Let's go to Habakkuk. One moment. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. Let's start here. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. He says, yea, also because he transgresses by wine his philosophy. He is a proud man, the modern day so-called white man, not white, red. Said neither a keeper at home who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. So where this man go, he caused a lot of what? Death and destruction everywhere he go. Robbing, stealing, and killing, raping, you know, so all these different things this man do. This is his MO, you know what I'm saying? He is the hammer of the whole earth, the nation police. But one thing about it, these nations are mad, you know, they are, you know, sick and tired of America, you know, and they'll get ready to get together and, you know what I'm saying, and burn this whore. Let's see here, let's start back up. It said, but gather unto him all nations, and heapers unto him all people. So exactly, so that America is the nation melting pot, all sorts of different nationalities of people from different nations. They're right here. You know what I'm saying? Also, this man is trying to heap us all together and start this NWO, total control. So that's where we at right now. Also we know that this man has military bases all around the world. You know what I'm saying? Once again, he's the world's bully. You know what I'm saying? Now he's down here in Venezuela messing with these people. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, we already know that things is going to go ill. You know what I'm saying? In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. You know what I'm saying? Every hand of the wicked shall come upon his ass very soon. Verse 6, he says, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his, how long, and to him that is laden himself with thick clay, tremendous debt. And that is bad. This man is in tremendous debt, like we had never seen before. But one thing about this man right here, you know what I'm saying, you always taking something that don't belong to him. You know what I'm saying? So, the one that's gonna get that parable and that taunting proverb, you're talking about the prophet. We constantly exposing this man. This man is the thief of the whole earth. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is getting ready to come into the house of the thief. You know what I'm saying? Which if I can Esau eat him, you know what I'm saying? And get rid of this red devil. We cannot wait, man. And also this man, all these just got everything upside down, all sorts of confusion, all sorts of mayhem, all sorts of order and chaos. Let's read this in the NLT. This is my first time. Let's read in NLT verse 6. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 6 said, but soon their captives will taunt them and they will mock them, saying, what sorrow awaits you, thieves? Who is the thief? You know what I'm saying? Esau Edom. You know what I'm saying? It's love, robbing, stealing, killing. Something that don't belong to him. He want to take, steal everything. You know what I'm saying? This red devil said, now you will get what you deserve. Said, you become rich by extortion. He said, but how much longer can this go on? Not much longer, because the Lord is getting ready, take his ass out of rulership. He got bounds that he cannot pass. It's not going to last forever. It's getting ready he's at the end. He's at the end. We cannot wait. He saw the end of this earth age, and Jacob is the beginning of it. That Father said, verse 7 said, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. You know what I'm saying? Your ass can get ready to be a spoil. Verse 8, it said, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men blood, because thou hast not hated blood shall pursue thee, according to Ezekiel chapter 35. It says here, for the violence for the land, said of the city and of all that dwell therein. So this man got to pay for, for all the innocent blood that was shed. You know what I'm saying? Also all the robbing, stealing, and killing and raping. He's got a hell to pay. You know what I'm saying? We're here, you know what I'm saying? It says here, let's see, I want to read into more of this here. Let's read verse 9. It said, woe to him that is covetous, and evil covenants to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. And his ass will not. He think he think he's gonna rule forever. He will not rule forever. His ass is getting ready to be spoiled. Very soon. So let's go back up to that. I read a little further down, but this man, he done did a whole lot. He's getting ready to pay for these crimes. You know what I'm saying? This man done spoiled very many nations. Something else I want to look for this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's right. There it is, right at verse 8 once again. Let's read that once again. It's in verse 8. Said, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. So because of men blood, and for the violence of the land, said, of the city, and all that dwell therein. So that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. This murderer. You know what I'm saying? This man has been constantly unaliving people from day one, but he almost at the end of his reign of terror very soon. So he's getting ready. What was done to us is getting ready to be done to him. So get ready to be done to him. So now he's down there messing with this man down here in this man country, all in this man business, trying to take this man out of rulership and try to drain them and rob them of their resources. So now let's go here to our last and final script. Let's go here to Ephesians. So like, I don't know how I got to Leviticus. One moment, let's go back out. Oh man, see what it's doing here. Messing up a little bit. Let's go here to Ephesians. Salakia. Ephesians chapter 6. Let's go straight to the point on this one here. Let's go here to verse 13. We're going to close that right here. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 13 said, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Almighty, that ye may be able to withstand, say, in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Says one thing about it, look, you know what? I might want to read. No, I think we'll stop it right there. Let's read that once again. It says, Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 13 said, wherefore said, take unto you the whole armor of the Almighty, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. That's one thing about it, you got to be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You know what I'm saying? Because this red devil, he's getting ready to roll us, and he's getting ready to come down with what? With great wrath. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing anything else I want to use that. I just want to go straight to the point. So right now, we know that we're here. These things are here right before our eyes. I'm telling you that, the war drums are beating. A lot of people are relaxing in their leads. A lot of people are not considering the signs of the time. A lot of people are eating and drinking and being very merry, just of the days of Noah. We already know what happened. They didn't believe Noah. The Lord, Noah preached for over 120 years. The flood came and destroyed them all. And one thing about it, but not by water this time, but what by fire, the IBCM missile, and also that blazing chariot fire that's coming from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. That's why you got to put on the whole armor of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. This wisdom, this knowledge shall sustain you in times of trouble. And also the name of the Lord shall be a strong tower. So we got to get it while it's hot. We're seeing right now that these war drums are beating. A war is upon us, whether you believe it or not. So the title of today's lesson, once again, is The Brink of War, Operation Southern Spear. So I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rekah Kwadash. I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.